Hello everyone, my name is GiBi. Today is the third day since Chris Chan's hearing and since the news broke that he is going to be going before a grand jury. We're going to skip the long intro and the witty dialogue and jump right into the news that we have. This information has not been verified by the website for Greene County, Virginia. We have also learned the information that the grand jury will be convening on August 8th of this year. It could possibly have taken much longer than that, so that is a lot sooner than we've been hoping for. That particular piece of information currently comes from the Quickie. So it seems that we'll have just over a week to wait to see what the next update in this story is. With that said, there is another new piece of information, but this comes from before Chris's hearing. It's a letter that he wrote on July 25th. The title of this video is not an exaggeration. In this letter, Chris says that he wants Barb to die. This was sent to Kenneth, and he posted it on the Onion Farms. It's dated July 25th, 2022, and you can see that Chris once again drew some of his twos backwards so that they formed a heart shape. Greetings and many blessings and enlightenments to you all. I take pen in hand today, firstly, to personally express my humble appreciations and gratitude unto all of ye for all of thy genuine concerns and open-hearted kindness over the past year, during this time and over the years. During the time, I have received positive and good vibe letters from over 100 of ye all. I also put in writing that I shall never ever reveal or share anyone's names and or addresses from all of that. Never online anywhere, never in the publishing of my in-jail goddess log pages, which is absolutely separate from my little address booklet, and never to the general public. Period. I also have heard and received the billions to infinite prayers all of ye have prayed, expressing the wishes for my personal safety, health, well-being, return home to the Sonichu Temple, for Barbara's health and being, and even to and for a reunion between her and I, and so on. That last one, second, is also a concern that I write to all of ye about today. I think by that last one second he means the second to last one, so the Barbara's health. As I have stated within the early pages of my goddess log, the goddess log is something he's talked about in a lot of these letters. It appears that he is actually writing something in jail, kind of like the Sonichu comic. It's his version of the Bible, and it's gonna be published probably through the Praetor after he gets out of jail. I have stated within the early pages of my goddess log, and unto all of ye before, I have long foreknown and foreseen of our separation on July 30th, 2021. As well as her eventual accident losing the van, and yes, regardless of I saving her soul and guiding her to her rose-chew form/body, even the passing on of her human body, of which still most stubbornly continues to live and linger in the Sonichu Temple, with redneck refusal to leave. So Chris is saying that he foresaw him and Barbara being separated last year when he was arrested. He foresaw her having a car crash in December of last year, and, he calls her being alive her stubborn refusal to leave her body. I don't want to get too analytical just yet, but the fact that he's saying live and linger in the Sonichu Temple with redneck refusal to leave kind of tells me that the reason he's frustrated that she's still alive is because it means that he can't return home. There's the restraining order that's between them, meaning that he can't go there as long as that's her house, which means that he prioritizes returning home more than he prioritizes her being alive. He would rather her die than him not go home. It's fantastic. It is indeed clear and obvious, especially to all with spiritual and psychic ability, that she is sickly, and her passing on is to be from emotions. Don't know what that means. Yet again, she still lives, and zombie-like as well. And this was and is fact throughout the majority of branching alternate timelines since August 2021. Wherein she had died in most of them by now. So in most timelines, about a month after Chris separated from Barb, he says that she died. The fact that she's still alive in this one is apparently an anomaly. Now, keep in mind, because a lot of people get this wrong. A lot of people have assumptions about Chris that he's lazy and can't take care of himself and stuff. Barb, I don't think she's been bedridden, but Barb hasn't been able to take care of herself for literally years at this point. Chris has been getting all the groceries, taking care of the dogs, paying all the bills. Chris has been taking care of himself and the house and Barb for literal years. And so I can see why he doesn't really look forward to a life in which he cannot return home, and why he thinks that the best alternative to that is Barb dying. With that said, it's still kind of messed up. That being stated, it has been clear and obvious due to that Barbara, her human body pre-death, and I absolutely cannot be together again due to the paradoxes. Oh, so the fact that she's dead in other universes is a paradox, so that's why they can't be together, regardless of the legal restraining order imposed in this timeline. My body and I have wept time after time and again in processing and accepting all of that over these months over Barbara. And yes, deeply, despite that, my body knows these facts, yet wishes for the impossible. One last in-person moment with her, and triggers the tear-inducing emotion/feelings. Pile that on top of all of your prayers wishing for the same thing in which it is about impossible. So he's saying that his greatest wish would be to see Barb one last time, and if you combine that with the fact that other people are apparently praying for that, you get like same timeline past and future individual being together in the same time frame without a travesty befalling the past tense version in paradox ruling, which is a reference to Futurama. So apparently, for Chris and Barb to be in the same place for this one last meeting that he wants to have, it would be like a time loop paradox wherein an older version of a person meets their younger version, which in many forms of fiction, particularly Futurama, which is what he's referencing, causes one of them to get killed. So were Chris to meet Barb, she would die. With and alongside the facts of this timeline, it's belaboring the eventual need to happens. I love how he can correctly use the word belaboring, and then invent the word needs to happens. Thus, manifesting your World War III between Russia and Ukraine, the cold March-May of 2022, with snow in April in Virginia, and the sun of righteousness alongside the sun itself, bringing on record-breaking heat temperatures and such. How are ye all not woke by now? So because Russia invaded Ukraine, we should believe that Chris Chan is Jesus. Anyway, while the months up till after June 11th, 2022 have been a lot easier on body and eye, as you'll read later in the published Goddess Log pages, in recent weeks, I hate how he refers to his body as his body. Body has become feeling frustrated, while also remaining faithful and vigilant. How could she not? For we have all the godly and metaphysical experiences from our workings. Now, I'm no expert. I'm quite the opposite, actually. But I just the fact that he's referring to his body as body and himself as Jesus, as this metaphysical being who's capable of going between dimensions, it kind of backs up the theory that this is some sort of dissociative disorder. Obviously, neither me or the other people who are commenting about this on Twitter have any sort of expertise in the matter, but it seems a lot like a disassociation. He's literally referring to his body as the proper noun, capital B, body. We shall feel better upon returning home to the Sanachu Temple and getting things in better order, with help from our friends and allies, local and in person, by our personal request and prayer. Then and onward, doing everything and more for and with ye all as a better individual and goddess. Please, keep prayer and faith in our return home, without or with Barbara there. He wants us to pray for Barb to die so he can go home. Thank ye all, and be safe and well with my blessings and the healing from the wings of the Son of Righteousness. Lots of love and gratefulness. Mrs. Jesus Christine Wesson Chandler Sonichu, the Goddess Blueheart, the One Avatar, thy Lord, Messiah, Savior, and God of all. So, 1 year after Chris was having sex with Barb, he is now praying and asking others to pray for her death. That is the stage of Chris Chan that we are currently on. Thank you for watching. I do expect there to be more news in the coming days. I don't think I'm going to be doing one of these videos every single day. But, you know, it's going to be a long week. It's already been a long week. Not even just Chris Chan stuff. Somebody won $1 billion in the lottery. That's kind of weird. Anyway, for more breaking news, you can follow me on Twitter at GIBI_Devin. And of course, if you want to see future letters like this, you should like and subscribe. Thank you.